Hi guys, Alex here from Drayton's. Here we've got a Volkswagen Golf 1.5 TSI EVO Match Edition, finished in Urano Grey non-metallic paint. All the wheels and tyres are in very good condition. These are 16-inch Woodstock alloy wheels. At the back, with this being the estate version of the Golf, you do get a nice large boot, and those back seats will fold down if you need any extra space in there. The centre seat will also fold down individually to give you some through loading, although it's a little hatch in the middle which you can just see there, if you need to use that as well. This car has got MOT until March 2024 and will come with a full VW service history. The cloth seats in Titan Black, very comfortable seats, definitely more for comfort than they are for sporty feeling, but they do still have bolsters on the side and the base to keep you in place. Up front we've got your rev counter on the left, speedo on the right, and your digital screen in the centre. Currently showing a digital speedo, but you do also have stuff like your average speed, average consumption, stuff like that on there. You do also have your assist systems on here, so when you've got them turned on, you've got your adaptive cruise control there, and you've also got speed limiter and front assist on there as well. Moving across, you've got your nav, your audio, whether that be radio or media, your telephone, so your recent calls will be on there, and then you've got your vehicle status as well, so that will say if you've got low key battery or if your car needs a service, anything like that. And then back to the driving data. Moving on to the main screen, we have a touchscreen system with shortcuts either side. We've got DAB, FM, AM radio. You've also got Bluetooth connectivity for phone and music as well. You'd also have a CD player, which is located just in the glove box here, and you do have an SD card slot free. If you want to pop some music on an SD card, you can do that as well as USB for music as well. This car does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can have your own phone screen on the screen in the car, so you'll be able to use stuff like Google Maps, Waze, Apple Maps, WhatsApp messages you'll get through there, Facebook Messenger I believe as well, but if you just want your calls and your music coming through, then you can do that just via Bluetooth instead. This is what the Bluetooth looks like when you've got a phone connected. You've got your contacts, your messages and stuff on there. Moving on to the vehicle section, you've got all your driving data. You've also got a sport mode as well, so you can check your performance monitor if you wish to. You think Blue Trainer, so that's how economically you're driving, stuff like that. And then back to the driving data on there. On these settings, you've got various different things. You can change the volume of the parking sensors, things like that on there. You can also keep an eye on your service if you wish to, so you will get a reminder close to the time, whether it be due to the time constraint on the mileage, but if you want to keep an eye on it, then you just do that on the vehicle settings there. We have colour sat nav, so it's got nice and easy to use. You've got all your buttons at the bottom. You can change the points of interest, the view, things like that. You do also have live traffic updates as well, which are just on a separate tab here, so if you are planning a journey, it is nice to have that. However, if you are plugging your phone in and just using CarPlay or Android, then you won't need to use the inbuilt system. You'll just have Google Maps or whatever your preferences on there. You also have your aircon settings on here as well. You do have separate climate controls, which I personally prefer, but you can check on those on there. Moving down, we've got the aforementioned climate controls. So you've got a 2-zone climate control, you've got a temperature for the driver and the passenger. You can sync them both up as they are now, so when you change the driver, the passenger will change, or you can have them both separate, which is probably more likely. You've got your directional controls, and you do also have heated front seats, which I'm making full use of as it's dropped very cold again, and also a heated rear screen. Got a bit of a cubby hole under here, is lined with like a rubber material, so if you've got stuff in there that don't slide around too much. You'd also have a USB input just there and an aux input just below it as well. We have a DSG gearbox, so you've got a standard drive mode and you've also got a sporty setup for the gearbox. In standard drive it is set more for efficiency, whereas in sports mode it will hold the revs a bit longer and optimise it for performance. Then on the left hand side you've got your engine start stop, and you've also got your drive modes as well. So your Eco, Normal, Sport and Individual. Individual, which you can change. This is my personal preference, so steering normal, so you get lighter steering. Sportier drive, so you get sharper throttle response, and it will put the gearbox in sport mode, which you can change if you wish to, even when it is in sport mode. And then we have front and rear parking sensors with the display. This is Park Pilot. That will come on automatically when you put the car into reverse, or you can turn it on and off just by pressing the P button there. We have an electronic parking brake, hill hold assist, a 12 volt socket, some cup holders and a little storage area there, and a decent sized centre console as well. Storage is good in the front, so the door bins are nice and big, and they are lined with felt, so if you've got stuff in there they don't rattle around too much. Up front we have standard VW steering wheel. You've got piano black trim on the spokes. On the left hand side you've got your assist system controls on the left cluster, as well as the volume controls. On the right hand side you've got all the controls for the main driver's display. You've got your tabs either side, your scroller up and down as well, and your track skip controls on there too. On the right hand side we have rain sensing wipers. Then you've got automatic lights and heated and electrically adjustable wing mirrors with electric fold as well. Moving to the back, you've got ISOFIX points on the outer rear seats, again the same cloth as the front, and you do have the through loading as well in the centre seat, so you get a little ski hatch there if you need to use that for longer items. And you've got storage pockets behind the front seats, and again decent door bins in the rear lined with felt. It's a nice car to drive, it's a good daily driver. You've got lots of space with it being an estate as well. It will come with 6 months gold cover warranty, which can be extended for as little as £199 for an extra 6 months. We also have a range of finance options available, so if finance is something you're looking for, then we can help you out with that as well. If you need any more information on this car or any of the other cars we have in stock, please go to draytons.co.uk. Thank you.